Hey guys, MTD8 here, and you're about to watch a couple of matches showcasing how good it is and that armors are drastic in this game because, yeah, both matches are against that real life Ren TJ from a while back, and yeah, in each of them, he's the armor character while I'm the evasion character. Here, in this match is Pac-Man against his King Dedede. There's another thing there's another similarity to both matches. In both, they take place right after. Each of them take place right after a match with the same matchup, but the outcome was different. I actually lost. But I ain't lost because of mistakes I identified in or by the next match. Here, yeah, it seems he's not managing sort of gameplay. You'd expect him to be managing to beat me, but that's because in the last match I didn't think to use the hydrant much as a control tool. And funny thing, I actually thought before the match to use the hydrant as a control tool. But hey, you can't always expect to apply something you know that easily. I mean, if it did, fighting games wouldn't have a point. Oh, and for the record, King Dedede Sports matches. Very brutal deal with it. Because it also has air cover. And yeah, combine that with it hitting like a truck, and yeah. Oh! Oh! And there he is. Oh, and I messed that up and died. Yeah, as you see, I'm none too shy about using the hydrant. Of course, that can happen. King Dedede one-shotting the hydrant. Yeah, that's what makes the hydrant dangerous against a self-proclaimed majesty, because King Dedede has plenty of attacks that can one-shot the hydrant. I mean, Pac-Man can one-shot it, but requires his smashes to do that. And speaking of, the hydrant also has lag, so don't use it in melee. Otherwise, that's asking to have the opponent score the hydrant, and yeah, that wouldn't do Pac-Man any good. Needless to say, though, King Dedede is a wake-up call character. He's surprisingly balanced, if you ask me. I mean, any buffs he could deserve would have to be accommodated with equivalent nerfs. But otherwise, yeah. The only real balance problem King Dedede has is actually matchups, because other characters don't have sufficiently promoted anti-armor and the sufficiently promoted affinity. I mean, some online shulks get disgusting for that reason. Ow. I mean, you can't even say promoted armor is bad because it's way easy to learn from your mistakes when you because you're clear against armor. You're clearly doing something wrong in general. I mean, that's how Kingdom Rush proves to be a good game itself. I mean, I keep mentioning about the Dark Knights and Icewind Pass because I actually had a practice run attempt and ruined by trying to bust them with poison arrows. And wanna know how well that went? Yeah, poison arrows was too expensive. And that's funny because archers aren't supposed to be expensive, but yeah, poison arrows was too expensive. And of course, if you spend unnecessarily on archer towers, yeah, shadow archers are not worth extra fun expenditures. So you want to use the more expensive half of your basic options, and that's the key thing. The more your basic options demanding the more expensive options. I mean, yeah, that's good game design. I mean, armor's making one that consider thinking. I mean, because you're not going to get away with archer spam. Oh no, try it and you'll be very, very sorry. Dark Knights will make sure of that. And yeah, that's good. That showcases that armors are good, and it's showcasing here. I mean, TJ's no joke, and King Day was the biggest challenge I got from him at this date. When I was playing as Pac-Man. Yeah. Yep. Here's the other match to showcase, and yeah, thank heavens Wario is a lot less annoying than he was in Brawl. Thank heavens. Yeah, Smash 4 does Wario's opponent a lot of favors. And, actually, if you're wondering what happened in those 15 seconds, yeah, real life stuff. Anyway, you may have noticed that the tagline is that for the comment I had for the match is Kirby Pref's air. Prefs is supposed to be prefers, but 16 character limit. This is because the cause of my loss in the prior match was me ground landing. I thought there were genuine matchup issues, but no. Oh, and spoilers. TJ hits me with every Wario walk he sends out. He didn't do that in that previous match, but then again, I'd rather deal with the conventional combat than the war. I'd rather deal with the Wario walk than the conventional combat. I mean, I certainly don't want dropping chomps and running around and making my life miserable. And Wario Bike doesn't slack on being a ground buster either. Oh, and before you ask me now, TJ is hefty enough to deal with the hammer in general. I mean, I can hit him, but it requires a very big momentum advantage on my part. Yeah. I mean, that would require him. That would require considerable misplaying from him. But yeah, as you see, Smash 4's physics does Wario's opponent a lot of favors, as I say, because Wario has to spend a lot of time in his air if he wants to avoid being overwhelmed conventionally. This means that his weight loses some value. It's not like his evasion's impossible to bust. I mean, it can be a problem, but Wario does have short reach on his attacks, and in a game like this, attack reach means a surprising bit. Ow! I mean, yeah, even with Kirby's short reach, that's more than enough to deal a lot of damage to Wario fast if you can keep Wario from trying to wall you efficiently. Because that's the most important thing you want to do. Keep Wario from walling you to death. I mean, you're more vulnerable. Problem with the air combat is you're actually more vulnerable to the Wario wall as well. I mean, because Kirby's small target, it doesn't mean his mobility's perfect. Ow! I was expecting to up smash him there, but nope. Oh! Spike. Funny how Wario manages to welcome him back now. I mean, you can say it's impossible to balance the game well enough, but the most important part is longevity. I mean, I can tell you, there's 1,128 matchups in Smash 4, not counting the two pits together and discounting the Mii characters. But honestly, you just have to figure out key patterns and well, the developers would have to figure out the key patterns when balancing things. Primarily, don't worry too much about the lightweights. There's some valid concern to lightweights because people like to use them, but lightweight versus lightweight matches turn into maneuver wars. Lightweight versus heavyweight matches are what need to be balanced. First and foremost, that way you cut down on the character favoritism considerably. I mean, you don't fix every problem in one fell swoop, but you can do a lot just when just handling games balance. You can do a lot just by looking for and stopping extreme matchups from getting out of hand. So yeah, it's getting down to the wire here. If I get hit by Warrior I'm dead, but he said, oh, there we go. Yeah, I think I said plenty, and anything I missed can be covered in the description, of course. I'm an idiot.